Today we are going to make ramen. Last night I made some broth. This was leftover skin and bones and things like that from salmon that I smoked. So a lot of really good stuff that most people just throw away. So the bones and heads and other parts of the salmon, I like to cure them and smoke them. Makes this delicious soup. So this is really easy to do, not much to it. We're boiling some water here. And we'll bring our stock back up to a boil as well. These are Korean buckwheat noodles, similar to like a soba noodle. Soba means buckwheat. I've got some garlic. I think we'll do a spicy miso. So I may or may not go through all the steps here for time's sake. Let's get our garlic out at least. I think we'll just kind of rough chop this. We're going to strain it out afterwards so it doesn't matter too much. I see the smoke coming up, I don't care. And some ginger too. So I got a little bit of garlic. And probably didn't need to bother peeling it, honestly. That's good enough. Take about half of this little piece of ginger here. Do a similar thing to it. I'm not going to bother taking the skin off. It's probably even too much, but that's fine. So, while that's boiling, we'll mix up some sesame seeds and some other things. So I got sesame seeds, tamari, and hot oil. We're going to grind the seeds in a mortar and pestle. So we'll just put some seeds in there. And grind them up a little bit. What's actually really convenient is if you just happen to have tahini. Just use tahini. It smells really nice this way though. Even got my favorite soup bowl. So again, it's probably too much. It's kind of a lot, but this will just be extra delicious. A little bit of hot oil. Don't touch your eyes now. I'll use my eating spoon, that way I don't have to. So you just got kind of a little spicy soy sesame paste there. That's delicious. Okay. I didn't make an egg, I really should have. I like about a 5-minute soft boiled egg. Or you could do a slow poached egg, those are awesome too. Maybe one of these days we'll do that. Maybe I'll do one off camera here. So I do like eggs. But I'm going to chop up some scallion. I'm going to throw that in as well. Water's boiling. My noodles are still frozen, but I'm going to throw them in anyway. Should be fine. Finally got cooking chopsticks. So these will just take a minute. They're almost thawed. They'll almost take a minute after that. They certainly would cook more evenly if they were thawed out before I threw them in there. Now again, this is lunch. Don't have a whole lot of time. That's boiling. I'm gonna shut it off. We just want to bring it up to a boil, and then let that garlic and ginger steep in there a little bit. And take that off the heat so it's not boiling quite so hard. So, while those noodles are finishing up, take a little bit of miso paste. It's actually whatever, we'll just do this. I'm gonna flop that in there. Take a little bit of my noodle water, a little bit of my soup stock. I'm gonna smush up that miso paste, get it all mixed in. That's done. BRB. It's got a salmon head in it. It's better if you have more than one strainer, so you don't have to worry about emptying it out before you use it. So I know you can't see it, but I wash these off just a little bit to get some of the extra starch off so they don't stick as much. Okay, that miso paste is all nice and mixed in. Oh shoot. Oh, we'll put our noodles in first then. Yeah. I don't make nearly as much of a mess when you guys aren't watching. So I'm going to mix those in just a little bit so they don't stick together. I'm going to throw my onion in now. You can do whatever you want. That way when I pour the hot broth over it, it'll kind of steep a little bit. These are Welsh onions. They don't really cook out the way a lot of green onions do. They're pretty robust. I don't have any good straining things, so I'm just going to use the lid. This is probably going to make a mess as well. But here I'm just trying to strain out that the chunks of garlic and ginger. I don't particularly care if they're in there, but it looks nicer this way. Alright, so I'm going to go make an egg. I'll be right back. It's going to go flying. Alright, so these are nettles that we picked during the spring. They have a really nice flavor. They'll go good in soup. And then this is I forget what part of the pig this is from, but this is a nice little bacon I made a while back. It's not belly. But we'll take a couple of slices off of that. And you can see it's just got this beautiful fat, this really nice ribbon of meat running through it. It's really good stuff. This is cured in a sugar and salt cure, right? Brown sugar and salt and some spices. And then smoked over, I don't know, I'll go with grapewood. I use a lot of things to smoke. It's a little better. Nettles hold tons and tons and tons of water. Really, really vitamin rich, really good stuff, but kind of cold, so not really what I want to put in my soup right now. I'm just going to let the soup warm this up. I'm just going to stick that in there. Didn't really cool it off a lot, but it makes it easier for me to handle. Take a look at what we got here. Okay. So, think the white should be pretty well cooked through. The yolk should be pretty loose still. Try to get all this shell off before I pop the egg. Ended up breaking the top off of it, but that's kind of a happy little accident because you can see that the center of this egg is completely uncooked. Just kind of jam my finger down in there and pop it. Oh, that nice yolk. So I forgot I took this corn out specifically just to do this. So I added it back in after the fact. But there we go. Now we have our spicy miso with soba noodles and nettles and salmon head and all kinds of other stuff.